So Vandekamp and Rob Hughes bring the field around 3 and 4 with a slow pace. Our modified starter, Justin Clark, on the flag stand from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Orange cone out at turn number 4. Looking for the green flag from Justin Clark. It's showtime here in Knoxville. Three wide racing down the back straightaway for the second spot. As they work in at turn number 3 and 4. Trouble at turn number 4. Middle of the pack, your lap 1 leader. 69 exit John Snyder. J.D. Allinger in that second spot. Jeremy Mills third. Rob Hughes in the 4th spot. Snyder, your race leader on the high side of 3 and 4. 8 laps the distance. 6 laps to go this time by. Herringer still in the 2nd spot. Now company. It's Jeremy Mills goes to the bottom side. Racing with Rob Hughes. This time by 5 to go. John Snyder. J.D. Herringer. Now racing, continuing to battle for the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway. Rob Hughes still in the 3rd spot. Passing points to determine who goes on to the A main tonight. Herringer reeling in Snyder as they work into turn number 1. Herringer tries to go to the bottom side of Snyder. Snyder too much on the high side. Jeremy Mills still in the 3rd spot. Now trouble for Rob Hughes coming slowly down the back straightaway. This time by tip of the green, 2 to go. Snyder, your race leader. Herringer in the 2nd spot. Now your race continuing to battle. Jerry King on the high side. Jeremy Mills on the bottom. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Debris over in turn number 4. And also the car number 41 of Rob Hughes. Also slow. Picks up the pace in turn number 4. Green flag back out. We're back underway. Snyder on the high side. A 1 and 2. Now gets company from Herringer. Herringer's on the bottom. Snyder too much on the high side. Working Snyder into turn number 3. Justin Clark gets the white flag out. 1 lap to go for your race leader, John Snyder. Jerry King in the 3rd spot. Jeremy Mills in the 4th spot. Mills reeling in King as they go into turn number 3. This time by the checkered flag will fly for your heat race number 1 winner from Ames, Ohio, the car number 69X, John Snyder. J.D. Herringer comes home in the 2nd spot. Josh Happy Gilman sitting on the pole for heat race number 2. J.J. Weiss. Outside of him, Greg Cox. Richie Gustin, row number 2. Field looks to be picking up the pace a little bit in turn number 4. Out of turn number 4, they see the green flag. We're back underway. Heat race number 2. Side by side racing. Gilman on the high side. Here comes Greg Cox on the bottom side. Side by side down the back straightaway, working into turn number 3. Your race leader into turn number 3 as Greg Cox gets a little high. You have a new leader down the front straightaway. That's Josh Gilman. Richie Gustin down the front straightaway takes the 3rd spot. From the car number 68 at J.J. Weiss. Weiss shoots to the bottom side, takes that 3rd spot in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, has the 3rd spot. Gustin settles back into 4. Gustin hits the bottom side, gets a little run, reels in, Weiss down the front straightaway now. Greg Cox in that 2nd spot, gets company from Weiss, side by side. Weiss has a little bit of an edge in turn number 2, down the back straightaway, side by side into turn number 3. Josh Gilman, still your race leader. Down the front straightaway, 5 laps to go. J.J. Weiss up to the 2nd spot, Greg Cox 3rd. Richie Gustin now giving Cox a little bit of company, racing for the 3rd spot. Gustin settles back into the 4th spot. Shoots to the bottom side. Gustin trying to make the bottom side work in 3 and 4. Oh, trouble now for J.J. Weiss. Up in smoke down the front straightaway, leaking fuel. Still clean and green so far. Hopefully he can get off of turn number 2. Pulls it on the back straightaway. We're still clean and green. Josh Gilman, lap 5 leader. Greg Cox 2nd, now gets company from Richie Gustin. Looks like Mark Shute in that 4th spot. Gilman still your race leader, this time by 2 to go. Shute is in that 4th spot, 5th spot. It's Darren Duffy working the high side of 3 and 4. This time by the like 5 flags. 1 lap to go for Josh Gilman. Here comes Gustin on the bottom side. Gustin takes the 2nd spot into turn number 1. Greg Cox back in to 3rd. And Mark Shute 4th. Darren Duffy is in 5th. This time by, put your hands together. Having a round of applause for your heat race number 2 winner, the car number 83G, that's Josh Gilman. 2nd goes from car number 19G of Richie Gustin. Greg Cox 3rd. Mike Van Gendren. Field going down the back straightaway. Bill Davis Jr. Jacob Murray. Row number 1. Yellow lights are off. Justin Clark, green flag at Hanford, works into turn number 4. We're green flag racing, heat race number 3. Oh, trouble on the back straightaway. As they get into turn number 3, 2 cars are sideways. Benjl LaCrosse and Brian Mullen, the 2 cars over on the backstretch, spinning out. Looks to restart. We'll try it again. We're back underway. Michael Long gets a run on the bottom side. He's going to make him 3 wide. In 1 and 2 down the back straightaway now. Michael Long in the 18L takes the 2nd spot. Now races Bill Davis Jr. Michael Long in turn number 4 has your race lead as he started 3rd row inside. Michael Long, Bill Davis Jr., Kirk Crosskoff, Jacob Murray, your top 4 cars. Murray on the bottom side, Crosskoff on the high side. Now here comes trouble now for Crosskoff, going down the front straightaway in the car number 60. Slow pace in turn number 1. Bill Davis Jr. continues to hold on. To the second spot, Jacob Murray. And Benjl LaCrosse, your top 4 cars. Crosskopf, clear off of turn number 2. We're still clean and green. Mark Elliott on the high side now gets company from Brian Mullen. Your race leader starting to check out from the rest of the field. Murray now gets company from LaCrosse. Bumper to bumper in turn number 1. Here comes the car number 12 of Mark Elliott. Elliott shoots to the bottom side of LaCrosse. Racing for the 4th spot in turn number 4. This time by 3 laps to go. Now, Mark Elliott a little high in turn number 1. Drifts back a little bit. This time by tip of the green, 2 to go for your race leader, Michael Long. Your race continues to battle for the 3rd spot. Working their way into turn number 2 now. LaCrosse has the spot over Murray down the back straightaway. White flag flies. 1 lap to go here in heat race number 3. Bill Davis Jr. from Des Moines, Iowa looks strong in that 2nd spot. But with a straightaway advantage. This time by he works his way in 3 and 4. Put your hands together from the driver from Keokuk, Iowa. The car number 18. Oh, that's Michael Law. Second goes to the car number 1 plus of Bill Davis Jr. Benjl LaCrosse comes home 3rd. Jacob Murray 4th. Mark Elliott 5th. Wanninger. And Josh Foster bring the field around turns 3 and 4. Pace is getting a little bit quicker. In turn number 3, Justin Clark shows in the green flag. We're underway, heat race number 4. Randy Havlick on the bottom side now gets in the middle. You're 3 wide racing in turn number 2. Havlick now back to the 4th spot. Darren Dylan Smith in the car number 95 is in the 3rd spot. Lap 1 leader Luke Wanninger. Mark Shute is 2nd. Josh Foster in that 2nd spot. Keep your eye on Eric Daly on the bottom side of the car number 7. Gets past Havlick down the back straightaway. He's in the 4th spot. Passing points will determine your A-main lineup tonight. Luke Wanninger, still your race leader. Josh Foster still in that 2nd spot. Battle continuing for the 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway, there are 3 wide in turn number 2. Daly on the bottom. Havlick says, I'm going to try to go in the middle to make it 3 wide. In turn number 4, Daly shuts the door on Havlick. 4th place car now gets company. Dylan Smith gets company from Havlick. Takes the spot. Down the back straightaway is Havlick. Now here it comes. Dylan Smith battling back to the 4th spot. Wanninger still your race leader. 3 to go this time by. Josh Foster still 2nd. Eric Daly in that 3rd spot. Randy Havlick 4th. Dylan Smith in that 5th spot. 2 laps to go this time by. Daly now gets company from Havlick on the high side. Havlick takes over the 3rd spot, has his eyes set on Josh Foster in turn number 2. Havlick reeling him in down the back straightaway. Havlick having some momentum now, but here comes Eric Daly, this time by the white flag flies for your race leader, the car number 20 of Luke Wanninger. Foster now gets company from Havlick in turn number 2. Slide is up the middle. Havlick on the bottom side, Foster on the high side, but with the straightaway advantage working his way into turn number 4. How about a great hand for your heat race number 4 winner, the car number 20, Luke Wanninger. Second will come home to Josh Foster. Eric Daly nips Randy Havlick for the 3rd spot. So Havlick will take 4th. B main number 1 for our IMCA Modifieds. Lined up, yellow lights are off. Justin Clark, green flag in hand, looking at the front row in turn number 4. We're underway. B main number 1. Elliott on the high side leads in the turn number 2. Brian Mullen back in the 2nd spot. Now, your race is battling for that 3rd spot. Clayton Christensen on the high side gets a little loose, and taking the 3rd spot is Brandon Rothzen. Rothzen works on the bottom side, gets a little bit of smoke. Looks to be slowing down just a tad bit. As Todd Shute goes on the outside and takes the 3rd spot down the back straightaway, now into turn number 3. Your race leader, 8 laps to go, Mark Elliott, Brian Mullen, Todd Shute. Oh, trouble for Clayton Christensen. Sliding up from the bottom to the top in turn number 1, goes back 2 spots. Rothzen goes on the bottom side. Battle continues for the 3rd spot. Shute and Rothzen bump down the front straightaway. Rothzen with the edge in turn number 1. Clayton Christensen tries to peek his nose into Todd Shute and Tyler Vandekamp in turn number 3. Your race leader, still Mark Elliott. Brian Mullen still in the 2nd spot. Rothzen still 3rd. Shute now gets company from Vandekamp for the 4th spot. 4 cars transfer to the 9th A main. Vandekamp and Shute battling in turn number 3. Vandekamp too much in turn number 4. Pulls ahead of Todd Shute. Shute comes to the high side in turn number 1. They're racing for the 4th and final transfer spot. Halfway home, 5 laps to go. Shute still on that high side. Vandekamp on the bottom. Vandekamp looking tough on the bottom side. Now goes back to the 5th spot, but gets a little bit of a run into turn number 1. Trouble for Clayton Christensen over in turn number 1. Yellow, yellow, yellow comes out for the 1cc of Clayton Christensen. Mark Elliott, Brian Mullen, Brandon Rothzen, Todd Shute, Tyler Vandekamp, looking strong in the 51. Brings the field around turn number 4. Green flag waves, back underway. Wow, on the high side. Single file, so Vandekamp tries the bottom side. Vandekamp down the back straightaway, takes the 51 to the bottom, 3 wide racing for the 3rd spot. Shute still goes on the bottom side, takes Vandekamp's line. Vandekamp slows back a little bit. Shute taking the line away from Vandekamp in turn number 3. So Shute will go to the bottom side of Rothzen in turn number 1. Todd Shute in the car number 5 down the back straightaway has the 3rd spot for Brandon Rothzen. Mark Elliott out front. Brian Mullen in that 2nd spot gets company from Shute. Here comes Todd Shute on the bottom side. Your 4th and final transfer transfer spot is in business down the back straightaway. Tyler Vandekamp and Brandon Rosen battling for the fourth and final transfer spot. This time by a white flag flies, 1 to go. Brian Mullen gets back around Todd Shute. Shute still goes to the bottom side. Vandekamp, if he wants it, he better come and get it down the back straightaway. Vandekamp in the 51 on the outside looking in. Your battle continues for the second spot. Here comes Todd Shute. Shute goes to the bottom side in turn number 4, puts the wick to the turn. Here he comes. He is going to be your B-Main number 1 winner, the car number 5. From Des Moines, Todd Shute. So the yellow lights are off. Green flag in hand, Justin Clark, the chief starter for the IMCA Modified. The field coming around turn number 4. Green flag's out, we're underway. Duffy on the high side. And the pink and black 19D is in that second spot. Chris Abelson in the 1X. Out to the lead, down the front straightaway. Abelson, your race leader. Duffy in the second spot. Dylan Smith third. Jeff Waterman in that 4th spot in the final transfer. Jerry Olinsky goes to the bottom side, trying to reel in Waterman. In turn number 4, yes, the battle for the final transfer spot. Your top 3 cars checking away from the rest of the field. Dylan Smith trying to reel in Darren Duffy down the back straightaway, working their way into turn number 3. Your race leader, Chris Abelson. This time by 3 laps are in. Duffy still has that second spot, but Dylan Smith not giving up yet. Jeff Waterman still holding on to that 4th and final transfer spot. Rothzen reeling in. Waterman now in turn number 3 and 4. About 3/4 of a straightaway. Your top 3 cars are pulling away. Race leader now has a straightaway advantage over the 4th place car. This time by Justin Clark shows the field. Halfway home, halfway to go. Abelson still the race leader. Duffy second, Dylan Smith third. Waterman and the Lauritzen still battling for the 4th and final transfer spot. Starting to pull away from Duffy is Chris Abelson. Abelson in the 1X, down the back straightaway. It's turn number 3. This time by 3 laps to go. And B-Main number 2. As they pull away, your race is now for the 4th spot. Here comes Ronn Lauritzen. He's taking the 4th spot from Jeff Waterman into turn number 2. If Waterman wants it, he better come and get it because it's 2 laps to go. This time by. On the bottom side, your race is for second. Dylan Smith on the bottom of Darren Duffy. Down the back straightaway, takes the 2nd spot. Working out of turn number 4, the white flag flies. 1 lap to go for your race leader, Chris Abelson. Abelson out on a Saturday night ride around the Knoxville Raceway. Dylan Smith not going to be able to catch him unless something breaks on the car number 1X. Chris Abelson works his way into turn number 4. Your B-Main number 2 winner. It's going to be the driver out of Sioux City, Iowa, Chris Abelson. Dylan Smith comes home second. Darren Duffy third. 3G is Josh Gilman. Outside of him in the car number 7 is Eric Daly. Inside of number 4 is the car number 69X, that's John Snyder. And outside of him in the car number 19G, that's Richle Gustin. Inside of number 4, 5. In the car number 27M is Mark Shute. Outside of him in the car number 54 is Benjl LaCrosse. Inside of number 6 in the car number 1 plus is Bill Davis Jr. Outside of him the 77R of Josh Foster. 9B, 57B, 48J, 3Z, 51X. Your field around turn 4. It's showtime here in Knoxville. Luke Wanninger into turn number 1, your race leader with 3 wide, 4 wide, racing in turn number 2. Wanninger a little bit slower down the back straightaway. Keep your eye on the bottom side of turn number 4. Hooked up and Holland's the 18 of Michael Long. Longs in the 3rd spot. JD Herringer in the 2nd spot in the 00J. Now back to the 3rd spot as Michael Long gets past him down the back straightaway. Luke Wanninger, still your race leader. 2 down. Michael Long continuing to battle JD Herringer. Josh Gilman now getting company for the 4th spot down the back straightaway from John Snyder. Snyder takes the spot into turn number 3 as Herringer takes over the 2nd spot in turn number 4. Field working their way into turn number 1 and 2. Keep your eye. It's back in that 7th spot. Your 2010 Harris Class champion, Richle Gustin. Luke Wanninger. In at turn number 1, your race leader, JD Herringer in the 2nd spot, Mike Long 3rd. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Field works at a slow pace past the scoreboard in turns 3 and 4. Justin Clark, green flag in hand, out of turn 4. Green lights are on, green flag's out, we're underway. Keep your eye on Richle Gustin. Gustin tries the middle side in turn number 1. Stays back in the 6th spot. Schneider now up and battling for the 2nd spot. Schneider goes to the bottom side in turn number 3. Schneider tries it on the bottom side from your race leader, Luke Wanninger. Wanninger, Herringer, Snyder, Daly, Gustin, your top 5 cars. 5 laps are in the books. Race is battling back in the middle of the pack. 3 wide racing for the 6th spot. Wanninger, Herringer, Snyder, Daly, Gustin, still your top 5 cars as they are all working around the high side. Jacob Murray on the bottom side, Lone Ranger down there as he is in the 7th spot. Mike Van Gendren back there in the 57V in the 8th spot from Newton. Luke Wanninger still out in front. JD Herringer following him down the back straightaway. 4 car lengths into turn number 3. Single file racing till you get back to the 9th spot. Josh Foster, Jacob Murray racing for the 8th spot. And here comes Richle Gustin now. He's getting company on the high side. It's Josh Gilman. Gilman and Gustin. The Gilman drivers is Gilman. Down the back straightaway, now into turns 3 and 4. Wanninger still your race leader. Now just running around the high side. Daly now has a little bobble in turn 1, keeps it going, holds position down the back straightaway. This time by 15 laps to go for your race leader, Luke Wanninger. Wanninger, your race leader. Herringer second. John Snyder third. Eric Daly fourth. Richie Gustin fifth. Mike Vandekamp now up to the 6th spot. Josh Gilman at 7th. Josh Foster 8th. Jacob Murray 9th. In your top 10 cars. Chris Abelson rounds out the top 10. No change in your top 5. Now top 6 your races for the 7th spot. Foster keeps continuing to work on Jacob Murray. Murray around the high side. Murray now shoots to the bottom side, this time by halfway home. In trouble on the back straightaway. Todd Shute up in smoke down the back straightaway. Big puff of smoke now smoldering into turn number 3 and 4. Tough break for Todd Shute in the car number 5. Green flag still out as Shute will get off at turn 4. Wanninger, Snyder gets around Herringer. That Shute blows the motor. Daly trying to reel him in now. Down the back straightaway. Richie Gustin still in the 5th spot. Wanninger down the back straightaway as he looks into turn number 3. That traffic might be a factor. 10 laps to left. This time by 9 to go. Working his way, your race leader into turn number 1. Wanninger. Snyder still in the 2nd spot. Tries to reel him in. Wanninger just has too much on the high side. Richie Gustin trying to hold off Mike Vandekamp. As Vandekamp in that 6th spot tries to reel in Gustin for a top 5 finish. Working their way into turn number 1, Vandekamp. 3 car lengths out of the 5th spot. Daly slides up a little bit, loses a little bit of momentum, trying to run, catch your 3rd place car of Herringer. And knocking on the door, here comes John Snyder. Snyder reeling in Wanninger down the back straightaway. Snyder bumper to bumper racing for the lead in 3 and 4. This time by 6 laps to go. Wanninger puts a live traffic car, but Snyder wasting no time. 2-3 car lengths now. The difference down the back straightaway. Snyder reeling him in 2 car lengths now to turn number 3. Here comes Snyder bumper to bumper. Gets on the biters on the high side. Wanninger. Snyder checking away from the rest of the field. Here comes on the bottom side. John Snyder. Snyder on the bottom, Wanninger on the top. Wanninger on the high side of the Knoxville Raceway. Snyder follows into 3 and 4. Gets a little bit of a run. Here he comes. Down the front straightaway. Reeling him in. Bumper to bumper. 1 car length less than a hat. Bumper to bumper in 1 and 2 on the high side. Eric Daly now closing the gap on Herringer for the 3rd spot. Here comes Richie Gustin. Bumper to bumper, banging in 3. Snyder now shoots to the bottom side. Who got a race for the lead in turn 4? down the front straightaway. John Snyder, your new race leader, but here comes Wanninger on the bottom. Ehringer back in the third spot. Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh! Big wreck in turn number 3. Excuse me, turn number 4. Tell you what, race fans. See Wanninger trying to give Snyder a little bit of a bump. Pace quickens, green flags out, we're underway. Getting a great start, John Snyder quickly goes to the high side. Oh, trouble now for Mike Van Genderen. Hits the wall hard. Hit turn number 1, keeps going down the backstretch. Here comes Jacob Murray, goes to the bottom side. Richie Gustin racing for the 5th spot. Ehringer on the bottom side, not enough to challenge Wanninger. Now Daly goes around. Daly reeling in Wanninger. He wants to pick up 2 wins here at the Knoxville Raceway this year. But if he wants it, he better come and get it. Bumps him down the back straightaway. But your race leader out at turn number 4, the white flag will fly. 1 lap to go. John Snyder works his way around 1 and 2. Your battle for the 5th spot, 4th, now 3rd. Here comes Richie Gustin, continuing down the backstretch. Is that Wanninger? Wanninger back to the 7th spot now. But your feature event winner gonna be the Connery 69X and John Snyder. Eric Daly comes home 2nd. J.D. Ehringer comes home 3rd. Richie Gustin 4th. Jacob Murray rounds out your top 5.
Of Grand Forks, Nebraska, Rogers Rusky. Grand Forks, North Dakota. I'm sorry, Grand Forks, North Dakota. So Rogers Rusky and Jill Beach, if you can meet me down at the flag stand here in a few moments, I'll give you your MAP TV prize. Pat, thank you. Down to Mike Roberts.
For race fans, he's climbing out of his car. Give it up for John Snyder! I don't know if you were playing possum or the car just got that much better than everybody else's there towards the end, but looked like you were going to have to settle for maybe 4th or 3rd, then all of a sudden you just started picking them off.
Yeah, our car, it really didn't fall off much. It just seemed like it was holding its, I could drive it in hard every lap, and it seemed like everybody else had to slow down, and yeah, we just were able to capitalize on it.
You tried to go to the bottom with 5 laps left down here, 1 and 2, it didn't quite stick.
Yeah, it was early enough, there was enough laps left in the race. I figured I'd try down there and just see what's down there so I can kind of get a strategy going, and I got to apologize to Luke. I did get into him a little bit going into 3. I didn't really I got him a little loose, but I was able to capitalize on that also.
Talking about capitalize, you really came down the backstretch well, and in 3 and 4, you were the best.
Thank you.
Great job this evening.
Thank you.
$2,500, Richard. Give it up one more time for John Snyder.
Here's your rundown of your finish. John Snyder, your winner. Luke Wanninger, 2nd. Judy Ehringer, 3rd. Eric Daly, 4th. Richie Gustin, 5th.